Hello dear students, myself Mallikarjun Huzrati, chemistry lecturer in BVVS Independent PU College, Vidyagiri, Bagalkot. In this video, I am going to solve NEET exam chemistry model question paper 4 with solutions. Already you know students, chemistry questions in NEET exam start from number 46. Therefore, in this model question paper, the 46th question is: an acidic solution of X does not give precipitate on passing H2S through it. X gives white precipitate when NH4OH, means ammonium hydroxide, is added to it. The white precipitate dissolves in excess of NaOH solution. Pure X fumes in air and dense white fumes are obtained when a glass rod dipped in NH4OH is put in the fumes. Compound X can be. See the question carefully. An acidic solution of X does not give precipitate on passing H2S through it, and X gives white precipitate when NH4OH is added to it. The white precipitate dissolve in excess of NaOH solution. Pure X fumes in air and dense white fumes are obtained when a glass rod dipped in NH4OH is put in the fumes. Compound X can be. The given options are: option A ZnCl2, option B FeCl3, option C AlCl3, and option D SnCl2. Yes, according to the question, first I take this statement in form of reaction. X in presence of NH4OH, it gives white precipitate. Then in presence of excess of NaOH, it forms an acidic solution which is soluble, no precipitate with H2S. Then a given reactions means white precipitate with H2S in presence of ammonium hydroxide indicate that X should be ZnCl2. It indicates that X should be zinc chloride, means ZnCl2, which explains all the given reactions. See these reactions. If ZnCl2 is treated with water, means zinc chloride is treated with water, at that time zinc hydroxide is formed with liberation of HCl gas in the form of white fumes. Then ammonium hydroxide, when it is treated with that white fumes, nothing but HCl gas, liberation of water molecule with formation of ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride, it is in the form of gas, is available in the form of dense white fumes. Then that zinc chloride ZnCl2 is again treated with sodium hydroxide. Zinc hydroxide is formed with the formation of sodium chloride. And another one reaction, zinc hydroxide is further treated with sodium hydroxide means excess of sodium hydroxide, Na2ZnO2. The product Na2ZnO2 is formed. ZnOH2, when it is treated with the excess of NaOH, Na2ZnO2 is formed. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A, ZnCl2. Zinc chloride is the right answer. ZnCl2 is the right answer. Question number 47. Cn- is a strong field ligand. This is due to the fact that, see question once again, Cn- ion is a strong field ligand. This is due to the fact that Option A, it carries negative charge. Option B, it is a pseudo halide. Option C, it can accept electrons from metal species. Option D, it forms high spin complexes with metal species. Cn minus is one of the strong field ligand as it is a pseudo halide ion. Remember, it is a pseudo halide ion. These ions are strong coordinating ligands and hence they have the tendency to form a sigma bond from the pseudo halide to the metal and pi bond from the metal to the pseudo halide. Because of this point, Cn minus, it is one of the strong field ligand. The more convenient answer for this question is option B. Cn minus is one of the strong field ligand. This is due to the fact that it is one of the pseudo halide. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 48. The amount of arsenic pentasulfide that can be obtained when 35.5 gram of arsenic acid is treated with excess H2S in the presence of concentrated HCl, assuming 100% conversion is. See the question once again. The amount of arsenic pentasulfide that can be obtained when 35.5 gram of arsenic acid is treated with excess H2S in presence of concentrated HCl. Option A, 0.25 mole. Option B, 0.50 mole. Option C, 0.333 mole. And option D, 0.125 mole. Yes, first I take the useful reaction here. See the reaction. Here 2 moles of H3AsO4 is treated with 5H2S. In presence of concentrated HCl, it forms 1 mole of As2S5 plus 8 mole of water. Then number of moles of H3AsO4 is equal to 35.5 divided by 142 is equal to 0.25. Therefore, number of moles of As2S5 is 0.25 divided by 2, it is 0.125 mole. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D, 0.125 mole. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 49. Which one of the following statement is not true? See question carefully. Which one of the following statement is not true? Option A, pH of drinking water should be between 5.5 to 9.5. Option B, concentration of dissolved oxygen below 6 ppm is good for the growth of fish. Option C, clean water would have a BOD, biologically oxygen demand, value of less than 5 ppm. Option D, oxides of sulfur, nitrogen and carbon are the most widespread air pollutant. Yes, students, the ideal value of dissolved oxygen for growth of fishes is 8 mg per liter to 7 mg per liter. It is the desirable range. Below this value, fishes get susceptible to disease. A value of 2 mg per liter or below is lethal for fishes. Remember students, the growth of fishes gets hindered if the concentration of dissolved oxygen is below 6 ppm. Hence statement B, they given the concentration of dissolved oxygen below ppm is good for the growth of fish. But what happens? The growth of fishes get hindered if the concentration of dissolved oxygen below 6 ppm. Therefore, the option B given point is one of the not true statement. It is one of the false statement. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next question number 50. Which property of white phosphorus is common to red phosphorus? Which property of white phosphorus is common to red phosphorus? Option A, it burns when heated in air. Option B, it reacts with hot caustic soda solution to give phosphine. Option C, it shows chemiluminescence. Option D, it is soluble in carbon disulfide. See questions and options carefully. Which property of white phosphorus is common to red phosphorus? Students, when you observe the options given here, except first one, all other properties are shown by white phosphorus. Except first one means it burns when heated in air. Except this one, except first one, all other properties are shown by white phosphorus. But the first one, it is common for both white phosphorus and red phosphorus. And usually you know phosphorus is one of the chemical element with symbol P and its atomic number is 15. Elemental phosphorus exists in two major forms, white phosphorus and red phosphorus. It is highly reactive. Phosphorus never found as free element on earth. It is least stable, most volatile, least dense and the most toxic of the allotropes. Hence, the correct answer for this question means which property of white phosphorus is common to red phosphorus? It burns when heated in air. Therefore, A is the right answer. A is the right answer. Next question number 51. Heat of dissociation of CS3COOH. Heat of dissociation of acetic acid is 0.005 Kelvin calorie per gram. Hence, enthalpy change when 1 mole of calcium hydroxide is completely neutralized by acetic acid is. See question once again. Heat of dissociation of acetic acid is 0.005 Kelvin calorie per gram. Hence, enthalpy change when 1 mole of calcium hydroxide is completely neutralized by CS3COOH is. Option A, minus 27.4 Kelvin calories. Option B, minus 13.6 K calories. Option C, minus 26.8 K calories. Option D, minus 27.1 K calories. Yes, students, see here the reaction when acetic acid means one of the weak acid, it dissociates in aqueous solution as CS3CO minus plus H plus. Then calcium hydroxide is treated with H plus ion. Then Ca2 plus of 2H2O is formed. In the first reaction, delta H is 0.005 kcalories per gram is equal to 0.30 kCalvin per mole. In second reaction, delta H equal to same 0.005 kcalorie per gram is equal to minus 13.17 into 2 kilocalories. Sorry, kcalories. Then combine these reactions. Calcium hydroxide plus 2 moles of acetic acid, it gives CH3COO twice of Ca plus of 2H2O. Here delta H equal to 2 of A plus B is equal to minus 27.4 plus 0.6 is equal to minus 26.8 kcalories. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is minus 26.8 kcalories. Option C is the right answer. Next question number 52. 0.4 moles of HCl and 0.2 moles of CaCl2 were dissolved in water to have 500 ml of solution. The molarity of Cl minus ion is 0.0 moles of HCl and 0.2 moles of CaCl2 were dissolved in water to have 500 ml of solution. The molarity of Cl minus ion is option A 0.8 m, option B 1.6 m, option C 1.2 m, option D 10.0 m. Let's go to the solution for this question. First, HCl is dissociate in aqueous solution as HCl changes to H plus and Cl minus ions. Here 0.4 moles of HCl gives 0.4 moles of Cl minus ion. Then according to the question, CaCl2 changes to Ca2 plus and 2 Cl minus ions. Here 0.2 moles of CaCl2 is involved. Therefore 2 into 0.2, 0.4 moles of Cl minus ions are formed. Total Cl minus in moles equal to 0.4 plus 0.4 equal to 0.8 moles. Therefore the molarity is equal to moles divided by volume in presence of liter. Molarity of Cl minus equal to 0.8 divided by 0.5, it is 1.6 m. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is 1.6 m. B is the right answer. B is the right answer. Next question number 53. In sodium fusion test of organic compounds, the nitrogen of the organic compound is converted into. In sodium fusion test of organic compounds, the nitrogen of the organic compound is converted to option A sodamide, option B sodium cyanide, option C sodium nitrite, option D sodium nitrate. Students, remember this concept. If nitrogen is present in the compound, the Lasignast extract would contain sodium cyanide formed during fusion. Sodium cyanide is converted to sodium ferrocyanide on treating with ferrous sulfate. On further treating it with ferric chloride, a percent blue complex ferric ferrocyanide is formed. So, in sodium fusion test of organic compounds, the nitrogen of organic compound is converted to sodium cyanide. See this, sodium cyanide, Na plus C plus N gives NaCN in presence of Lasignus test. NaCN, it indicates sodium cyanide. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B, sodium cyanide is the right answer. Sodium cyanide is the right answer. Next, question number 54. A plus 2B plus 3C gives AB2C3 reaction of 6.0 gram of A, 6.0 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms of B, and 0.036 mole of C yields 4.8 gram of compound AB2C3 if the atomic mass of A and C are 60 and 80 AMU respectively. The atomic mass of B is, the Avogadro number is given here, 6 into 10 to the power of 23. See question once again. A plus 2B plus 3C gives AB2C3 reaction of 6.0 gram of A, 6.0 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms of B, and 0.036 mole of C yields 4.8 gram of compound AB2C3. If the atomic mass of A and C are 60 and 80 AMU respectively, the atomic mass of B is. Options are given here. Option A 50 AMU, option B 60 AMU, option C 70 AMU, and option D 40 AMU. Students, in a given reaction of type A plus 2B plus 3C gives AB2C3, the number of moles of A equal to, according to the question, 6.0 gram divided by 60 gram per mole is equal to 0.1 mole. Then number of moles of B equal to, number of moles of B component equal to 6.00 into 10 to the power of 23 divided by 6.000 into 10 to the power of 23 is equal to 1 mole. Means number of moles of B equal to 1 mole. Number of moles of A equal to 0.1 mole. Number of moles of C equal to 0.036. They already given this. AB2C3 formed accordingly to C, which is a limiting reagent, since 3 moles of C are used in 1. So it gives 1 mole of AB2C3. Then NAB2C3 equal to 0.036 divided by 3 is equal to 0.012. Then given mass divided by molecular mass, given mass is 4.8 divided by molecular mass, therefore molecular mass equal to 4.8 divided by 0.012, it becomes 400. Then 400 equal to 60 plus of 2 into B, means 2 into X, plus of 80 into 3. If you calculate this one, finally we get X equal to 50. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. Option A, X equal to 50. 50 AMU is the right answer. Next, question number 55. Inductive effect involves. Inductive effect involves option A, displacement of S electrons, Option B, delocalization of p electrons. Option C, delocalization of s electrons. Option D, displacement of p electrons. S electron means sigma electrons, p electron means pi electrons. Before going to the question answer, first students, the inductive effect is an effect regarding to the transmission of unequal sharing of the bonding electrons through a chain of atoms in a molecules and leading to the formation of a permanent dipole in a bond. In shortly, alkyl groups tend to donate electrons leading plus I effect. If you know this concept and you only give the answer for this question, inductive effect involves displacement of sigma electrons. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is displacement of sigma electrons. Means inductive effect involves the displacement of sigma electrons. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Next, question number 56. Arrange the following elements in the order of easy of detection of wave properties in de Broglie experiment. See the question once again. Arrange the following elements in the order of easy of detection of wave properties in de Broglie experiment. Hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, potassium. Option A, hydrogen is less than beryllium, boron is less than lithium, less than potassium. Hydrogen, option B, hydrogen is greater than lithium, greater than potassium, greater than beryllium, greater than boron. Option C, hydrogen is greater than lithium, greater than beryllium, greater than boron, greater than potassium. Option D, hydrogen is less than lithium, less than beryllium, less than boron, less than K. Students, it is one of the important question. Please remember this concept. The wavelength of elements decreases with increasing their mass. Wavelength of elements decreases. Wavelength of element decreases with increase in their mass. If you take an formula lambda equal to h upon mv, lambda equal to h upon mv, therefore hydrogen is greater than lithium, greater than beryllium, greater than boron, greater than potassium. Therefore, the option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 57. The decreasing order of stability of alkyl carbonium ion is in the order of. The decreasing order of stability of alkyl carbonium ion is in the order of. Here some options are given. Option A, it contains tertiary carbon atom. Similarly, option B, with respective alkyl groups. See the options carefully. Yes, what is the question? The decreasing order of stability of alkyl carbonium ion is in the order of. Yes, we know tertiary carbonium ion has highest stability, followed by secondary and then primary carbonium ion. So, when you observe the options, option A is correct. Why option A is correct? Because first option containing tertiary carbon atom. We know tertiary carbonium ion has highest stability, followed by secondary and then primary carbonium ion. So option A is right answer because it contains tertiary carbon atom here. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 58. Aluminium vessels should not be washed with materials containing washing soda since aluminum vessels should not be washed with materials containing washing soda since option A, washing soda is expensive, option B, washing soda is easily decomposed, option C, washing soda reacts with aluminum to form soluble aluminate, option D, washing soda reacts with aluminum to form insoluble aluminum oxide. Students, washing soda reacts with aluminum to form a soluble aluminate. Washing soda reacts with aluminum to form soluble aluminate. This reaction is written as, see this, 2Al plus Na2CO3 plus 3H2O gives 2 moles of NaAlO2 plus of CO2 plus 3H2O. Remember, under normal circumstance, aluminum does not react with water as an impermeable protective layer composed of aluminum hydroxide either forms within a second or it is already in place. With the addition of sodium hydroxide, the formation of protective layer is prevented with the production of aluminates. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option C. Washing soda reacts with aluminum to form soluble aluminate. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 59. The following data are for the decomposition of aluminum nitrite in aqueous solution. The following data are for the decomposition of ammonium nitrite in aqueous solution. Here two columns are given. Volume of N2 means volume of nitrogen in cc and time in minutes. It is 6.25 taken 10 minutes, 9.0 15 minutes, 11.40 20 minutes, 13.65 25 minutes, 35.65 take infinity. The order of the reaction is option A 0, option B 1, option C 2, option D 3. Yes, see the question once again. The following data for decomposition of ammonium nitrite in aqueous solution. Students, decomposition of ammonium nitrite, this reaction is written as, see this, NH4NO2 means ammonium nitrite decomposes to N2 plus 2H2O. In this reaction, volume of N2 formed is successive 5 minutes are 2.75 cc, 2.40 cc and 2.25 cc, which is in decreasing order. So rate of reaction is depend on concentration of NH4NO2 means ammonium nitrite. As decrease is not very fast, so it will be first order reaction. Yes, I think you know one formula, K equal to 2.303 by T log of A divided by A minus X, or this can be written as K equal to 2.303 by T log of V infinity divided by V0 minus Vt. Here every time K value is constant, it is possible in first order reaction. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is 1 means first order. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 60. Which of the following reagents convert propene which of the following reagents convert propene to 1 propanol? Which of the following reagents convert propene to 1-propanol? Option A, H2 and H2SO4. Option B, aqueous KOH means potassium hydroxide. Option C, MgSO4, NaBH4 by H2O. And option D, B2H6, H2O2 and OH minus. Yes, remember the reaction for conversion of propene to 1-propanol. This reaction is written as, write the reaction here, 6 moles of 1-propene is reaction takes place in presence of B2H6 means diborane ether. It forms 2 moles of CH3, CH2, CH2 twice. Further, it undergo reaction in presence of hydrogen peroxide. It forms propanol, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. 6 moles of propanol is formed during this reaction with the formation of H3BO3. Means boric acid. 1-propene is treated or undergo reaction with diborane. It forms the addition product CH3, CH2, CH2 of 3 times. And further reaction with hydrogen peroxide, it forms 6 moles of propanol and 2 moles of boric acid. Therefore, the reagents involved in the particular reaction is B2H6, H2O2 and OH minus. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 61. A closed container contains equal number of oxygen and hydrogen molecules at a total pressure of 740 mm. If oxygen is removed from the system, then pressure will. See the question once again. A closed container contains equal number of oxygen and hydrogen molecules at a total pressure of 740 mm. If oxygen is removed from the system, then pressure will. Option A, become double of 740 mm. Option B, become half of 740 mm. Option C, become 1/9 of 740 mm. Option D, remains unchanged. Students, see here, number of moles of O2 and H2 are equal. According to the question, number of moles of O2 and H2 are equal. Therefore, P of O2 equal to P of H2. Means pressure of O2 is equal to pressure of hydrogen. Then P of O2 plus P of H2 equal to 740. Means pressure of oxygen and pressure of hydrogen is equal to 740. Therefore, P of O2 equal to 370 mm is equal to pH2. Students, here equal number of molecules means that the number of moles of both the compounds are equal. Hence, mole fraction of each of the component of the mixture is 1/2. Partial pressure equal to 1/2 total pressure. Now N2 is removed, the total pressure would be equal to the partial pressure exerted by the O2 gas and vice versa. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is, option B, become half of 740 mm. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 62. Compound X of molecular formula C4H6 takes up one equivalent of hydrogen in presence of platinum to form another compound Y, which on ozonolysis gives only ethanoic acid, the compound X can be. See the question once again. Compound X of a molecular formula C4H6 takes up one equivalent of hydrogen in presence of platinum to form another compound Y, which on ozonolysis gives only ethanoic acid. The compound X can be. Here options are given. Option A, CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH double bond CH2. Option B, CH2 double bond C double bond CH of CS3. And option C, CS3C triple bond C of CS3. And option D, all the three. Students, formation of only CS3COOH, ethanoic acid or simply acetic acid, by ozonolysis indicates that compound Y should be, CS3CH double bond CH means what is the name of this compound? But2ene, which can be formed by all of the three given compounds. Then the reaction is CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2. In presence of platinum, it forms CS3CH double bond CH of CS3, and this CS3C triple bond C CS3 means but2ine is treated with platinum. It forms CS3CH double bond CH CS3 of Y. Then CH2 double bond CH2 double bond C double bond CH CS3. In presence of platinum, it forms CS3CH double bond CH CS3. Undergo ozonolysis means O3. It forms CS3COOH. Therefore, all the three compounds are involved in the reaction. Therefore, the right answer for this question is option D. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 63. 1m solution of acetic acid CS3COOH should be diluted to dash times so that pH is doubled. See question once again. 1m solution of acetic acid should be diluted to dash times of so that pH is doubled. Option A 4 times. Option B 5.55 into 10 to the power of 4 times. Option C 5.55 into 10 to the power of 6 times. Option D 10 to the power of minus 2 times. Let's go to the solution of this problem. First we take pH equal to 1 by 2 pKa minus log 1 equal to P of Ka divided by 2. What is pH? It is negative logarithm to the base 10 of concentration of H plus ion. Next, pH twice of pH equal to pKa. Therefore, pKa equal to 1 by 2 pKa of minus log C. Yes, minus log C equal to pKa equal to minus log of Ka, where C equal to Ka, where is equal to 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5 m. Therefore, dilution equal to 1 by C is equal to 5.55 into 10 to the power of 4 times is the answer. Therefore, the right answer for this question is option B, 5.55 into 10 to the power of 4 times. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 64. The following reactions takes place in the blast furnace in preparation of impure iron. Identify the reaction pertaining to the formation of the slag. The following reactions takes place in the blast furnace in the preparation of impure iron. Identify the reaction pertaining to the formation of slag. Option A, Fe2O3 plus 3 moles of carbon monoxide gives 2 moles of iron and 3 moles of CO2. Option B, CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. Option C, CaO plus SiO2 gives CaSiO3. Option D, 2C plus O2 gives 2CO. Yes, in blast furnace at about 1720 Kelvin, calcium carbonate is almost completely decomposed, and to give a calcium oxide means CaO, which act as a flux and combines with SiO2 prevent as impurity means Gangue particles in the ore to form calcium silicates. Students, the reaction involved for this process is CaO means it is one of the basic flux plus SiO2 means acidic flux gives CaSiO3. Students, a slag is an easily fusible material which is formed when gangue still present in the roasted or the calcinated ore combines with the flux. For example, in the metallurgy of iron, calcium oxide combined with silica and gives or it forms a easily fusible calcium silicate, is that CaSiO3 slag. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option C. Option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 65. Which one of the following is not a buffer solution? Which one of the following is not a buffer solution? Option A, 0.8 m H2S plus 0.8 m KHS. Option B, 2 mC6H5NH2 plus 2 mC6H5NH3 Br minus. Option C, 3 moles of MH2CO3 plus 3 moles of MKHCO3. Option D, 0.05 m KClO4 and plus of 0.05 m HClO4. What is the question? Which among the followings is not a buffer solution? Yes, we know buffer solutions always contain two compounds. One is weak acid and its weak base. Buffer solution contains weak base plus of salt of weak base with strong acid, or weak acid plus salt of weak acid with strong base. When you observe the options, in the option D, the acid used is HClO4, which is strong acid, and KClO4. KClO4 is salt of this acid with strong base. So it is not an example for buffer solution. Therefore, the right answer for this question is option D. Option D means 0.05 m KClO4 and 0.05 m HClO4 are not an example for a buffer solution. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 66. Which of the following statement is false? Among the given options, which one of the statement is false? Option A, radon is obtained from the decay of radium. Option B, helium is one of the inert gas. Definitely, helium is also an example for inert gas. Option C, xenon is the most reactive among the rare gases. Option D, the most abundant rare gas found in the atmosphere is helium. Yes, which one is the wrong statement or false statement here? Students, when you observe the given options carefully, in that option D, they given the most abundant rare gas found in atmosphere is helium. Is it right? No, because the most abundant rare gas found in the atmosphere is argon, not an helium. Therefore, the given statement is wrong. Yes, xenon is most reactive among the rare gas. It is the right statement because the conversion of Xe to Xe plus, it takes approximately 1170 kilojoule. Ionization energy is 1170 kilojoules. Because of this point, it is an highly reactive substance. Therefore, the given statement is right. Option C is right, option B is right, and option A is also right. But D is one of the false statement because the most abundant rare gas found in atmosphere is argon, but they given helium. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 67. Which one of the following is expected to exhibit optical isomerism? Which one of the following is expected to exhibit optical isomerism? In the bracket they given En, it indicates ethylene diamine. Option A, cis PTNS32Cl2. Option B, trans PTNS32Cl2. Option C, cis CO means cobalt En2Cl2. Option D, trans CO En2Cl2. Yes, optical isomerism means there is no symmetry of elements or absence of plane of the symmetry. When you observe the structures of given options carefully, in option 1, DsP2 means in cis PTNS32Cl2 complex there is a DsP2 hybridization and it contains a plane of symmetry. If it contains plane of symmetry, then it is not shown the optical isomers. Similarly, option B and D also contain plane of symmetry when you observe the structure. Students, see here, and another one, option C, the cis isomer of this is means cis cobalt En2Cl2. The cis isomer of this complex is, it is like this. If you place the mirror, then we get the mirror image cis L isomer. Therefore, option C, cis of COEN2Cl2 shows optical isomerism. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 68. The bromination of acetone that occurs in acid solution is represented by this equation: CS3COCS3 aqueous medium plus Br2 also aqueous medium. It forms CS3COCH2Br aqueous form plus of H plus aqueous plus Br minus aqueous. These kinetic data were obtained for given reaction concentrations. They given in columns. Initial concentrations, m, initial rate of disappearance of Br2 meter per second, ms1. In that first one, CS3COCS3 and Br2 H plus is given here 0.30, 0.30, 0.30, 0.40, like these values. Carefully observe the values. Based on the given data, the rate equation is, carefully observe the data and write the rate equation. Options are given here. Rate equal to K CS3CO CS3H plus. Option B, rate equal to K of CS3CO CS3 of Br2. Option C, rate equal to K CS3CO CS3 Br2H plus. Option D, rate equal to K CS3CO CS3 Br2 of H plus. Yes, students, rewriting the given data for the reaction, right here CS3CO CS3 aqueous plus Br2 in presence of H plus ion, it forms the product CS3CO CH2Br aqueous H plus of Br minus. Carefully observe the given data is right here. Actually, this reaction is auto-catalyzed and involves complex calculation for concentration terms. We can look at the above results in a simple way to find the dependence of reaction rate is that rate of disappearance of Br2. From data 1 and 2, see here, from data 1 and 2, in which concentration of CS3COCS3 means acetone and H plus remains unchanged, and only the concentration of Br2 is doubled. There is no change in the rate of a reaction. It means the rate of the reaction is independent of concentration of the Br2. Again, from 2 and 3, in which CS3COCS3 and Br2 remains constant, but H plus increases from 0.05 m to 0.10, is that it becomes doubled. The rate of the reaction changes from 5.7 into 10 to the power of minus 5 to 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4, or simply 12 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Thus it is also become almost double. It shows that the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of H plus. From 3 and 4, the rate should be have doubled due to increase in concentration of H plus from 0.10 m to 0.20 m, but the rate has changed from 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 to 3.1 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This is due to the change in concentration of CS3COCS3 from 0.30 to 0.40 m. Thus, the rate is directly proportional to acetone, we know. If you know this concept, we get rate equal to K CS3COCS3 of 1 Br2 0 H plus of concentration 1. Therefore, A is the right answer. A is the right answer. Next, question number 69. Which of the following pair of transitional elements exhibit highest and lowest density? Which of the following pair of transitional elements exhibit highest and lowest density? Option A, osmium and scandium. Option B, osmium and platinum. Option C, Hg and option C, Option C, Hg and scandium means mercury and scandium. Option D, osmium and indium. What is the question? Which of the following pair of transitional elements exhibit highest and lowest density? Osmium, it is the most dense element because it has the most mass in the smallest amount of space. Remember, this is very important. Osmium is the most dense element because it has the most mass in the smallest amount of space. Density is mass divided by volume. Remember, an element with more neutrons will be denser because neutrons have roughly the same mass of the proton. Osmium has the right balance between these factors, so it's got the highest density. Osmium atomic number is 76 and scandium having low density is at 2.98 gram per cm cube. Scandium is the first element of the period table where the electron configuration starts getting a little wild. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A, osmium and scandium. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 70. CrCH2O6 of Cl3, atomic number of chromium equal to 24. The given complex has a magnetic moment of 3.83 Bohr magneton. The correct distribution of 3d electrons in chromium of the complex is CrH2O6Cl3, atomic number of chromium equal to 24, has a magnetic moment of 3.83 pm in Bohr magneton. The correct distribution of 3d electrons in the chromium of the complex is option A, 3dxy of 1, 3dx2 minus y2, 3dyz1. Option B, 3dxy of 1, 3dyzy1, 3dxz1. Option C, 3dxy1, 3dyz1, 3d square. Option D, 3d of x square minus y square of 1, 3dz square, 3dxz1. Students, we know the formula mu equal to under root of n into n plus 2. Here the value, Bohr magneton value is given, it is 3.83 is equal to under root of n into n plus 2. On solving, n equal to 3. As per magnetic moment, it has 3 unpaired electrons. Cr3 plus will have configuration as Cr3 plus will have configuration as Cr means chromium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3p4, 4s2, and Cr3 plus ion, it can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d3. In the d orbitals there are 3 unpaired electrons. What are those? dxy, dyz, dzx. Therefore 3dxy1, 3dyz1, 3dxz1 is the right answer. 3dxy1, 3dyz1, 3dxz1. Therefore the right answer for this question is option B. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 71. Which one of the following cannot function as an oxidizing agent? Which one of the following cannot function as an oxidizing agent? Option A, I minus means iodine. Option B sulfur, option B nitrate ion, option B dichromate. Means option A I minus, option B S, option C NO3 minus, option D Cr2O7 2 minus. Students, if an electronegative element is in its lowest possible oxidation state in a compound or in pre-state, it can function as powerful reducing agent. If an electronegative element is in its lowest possible oxidation state in a compound or in pre-state, it can function as a powerful reducing agent I minus. Students, elemental sulfur means given option B act as an oxidizing agent when it combines with metals to form sulfides at high temperature. It can also act as a reducing agent when it is heated with strong oxidizing acids such as concentrated nitric and sulfuric acids. The nitrate means option C and option D dichromate as well as permanganate ions act as a powerful oxidizing agents under suitable conditions. The central atoms nitrogen, chromium and manganese are in their maximum possible oxidation state of +5, +6 and +7 in this species, and so they cannot act as a reducing agents. And the iodide ion is a strong reducing agent in acidic medium, as in this species iodine is in its lowest possible state of -1 with a complete octet. It cannot accept any movement of electron from another species by acting as an oxidant. Therefore, A is the right answer. Iodine is the right answer. Iodine is the right answer. Next, question number 72. Identify the reaction which does not liberate hydrogen. Identify the reaction which does not liberate hydrogen. Option A, reaction of lithium hydride with B2H6. Option B, electrolysis of acidified water using PT electrodes. Option C, reaction of zinc with aqueous alkali allowing a solution of sodium in liquid ammonia to stand. Carefully observe the given statements here. Identify the reaction which does not liberate hydrogen. Students, lithium hydride react with diborane to produce lithium borohydride. Lithium hydride react with diborane, it produces lithium borohydride. This reaction is written as like this: 2 moles of lithium hydride will react with diborane, lithium borohydride is formed. Here no formation of H2 gas. If you take a reaction between NaOH and zinc, means aqueous alkali with zinc, at the time zinc hydroxide is formed with liberation of hydrogen gas. Therefore option C is not the correct answer. And in presence of electrolysis of acidified water using PT electrodes, the hydrogen gas is formed. Yes, definitely the correct answer for this question is option A. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 73. Which of the following compounds has the highest boiling point? Which of the following compounds has highest boiling point? Option A, CS3, CH2, CH2Cl. Option B, CS3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl. Option C, CS3, CH of CS3, CH2Cl. Option D, CS3 twice CCl. Yes, what is the answer? Molecules having higher molecular weight and less branching have higher boiling point. Please remember this point. Molecules having higher molecular weight and less branching have higher boiling point. Students, for the same halogen, boiling point of alkyl halides decreases. For the same halogen, boiling point of alkyl halide decreases as the size of the alkyl group decreases. For isomeric alkyl halides, boiling point decreases as branching increases. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 74. When concentrated HCl is added to an aqueous solution of COCl2 cobalt chloride. When concentrated HCl is added to an aqueous solution of COCl2, its color changes from reddish pink to deep blue. Color changes from reddish pink to deep blue. Which complex ion gives blue color in this reaction? Option A, COCl4 of 2 minus. Option B, COCl6 3 minus. Option C, COCl6 of 4 minus. Option D, COH2O6 of 2 plus. Yes, students, aqueous solution of CaCl2 means calcium chloride contains COH2O6 2 plus, cobalt H2O6 2 plus, which is pinkish in color. So option D is incorrect. Reduction potential of CO3 plus to CO2 plus is high. Reduction potential of conversion of CO means cobalt 3 plus ion to cobalt 2 plus ion is high. So option B is incorrect. CO2 plus does not oxidizes easily to CO3 plus. It is general case that symmetrical substituted octahedral complexes are less deeper in color than tetrahedral complex. Therefore, COCl4 2 minus is in deep blue in color. Therefore, correct answer for this question is option A. Option A is the right answer. Question number 75. Hydrogen has an ionization energy of 1311 kilojoule per mole, and for chlorine it is 1256 kilojoule per mole. Hydrogen forms H plus ions, but chlorine does not form Cl plus ions because. See question once again. Hydrogen has an ionization energy of 1311 kilojoule per mole, and for chlorine it is 1256 kilojoule per mole. Hydrogen forms H plus ions, but chlorine does not form Cl plus ions because. Option A, H plus has lower hydration enthalpy. Option B, Cl plus has lower hydration enthalpy. Option C, Cl has high electron affinity. Option D, Cl has high electronegativity. Students, when you observe the given options, in that option B is the right answer. What is that? Cl plus has lower hydration enthalpy, because hydration energy of Cl plus is very less than H plus, hence it does not form Cl plus aqueous ion. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 76. The number of enantiomers of the compound. The number of enantiomers of the compound CH3CHBr CHBr COOHs. Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D 6. The number of enantiomers in the given compound. Enantiomers are defined as the stereoisomers of a compound which are related to each other as non-superimposable mirror images. The number of enantiomers in a given compound. See here, number of asymmetric carbon atoms in a given compound is 2. Therefore, number of enantiomers equal to 2 square equal to 4. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option C. Option C means 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 77. Equivalent weights of KMnO4, potassium permanganate, acidic medium, neutral medium and concentrated alkaline medium respectively are m by 5, m by 1 and m by 3. Reduced products can be. See the question once again. Equivalent weights of KMnO4 acidic medium, neutral medium and concentrated alkaline medium respectively are m by 5, m by 1, m by 3. Reduced products can be. Option A MnO2, MnO4 2 minus, Mn2 plus. Option B MnO2, Mn2 plus, MnO4 2 minus. Option C Mn2 plus, MnO4 2 minus, MnO2. And option D Mn2 plus, MnO2 and MnO4 2 minus. Yes, students, see these points or observe these reactions. In the first one reaction, MnO4 minus in presence of H plus, it changes to Mn2 plus. In this reaction, the oxidation number of manganese plus 7, it changes to plus 2. Therefore, there is the displacement or replacement of 5 electrons takes place. Therefore, charge is 5, equivalent mass is equal to m by 5. And in another one reaction, MnO4 minus in presence of water changes to MnO4 2 minus. Here, the oxidation number changes from plus 7 to plus 6. Therefore, 1 electron difference is observed. Therefore, equivalent mass is 1. And another one reaction, MnO4 minus, in that manganese oxidation number is plus 7. In presence of OH minus ion, it changes to MnO2. Here the oxidation number of Mn is plus 4 and charge means electrons involved are 3. Therefore, equivalent mass m by 3. Therefore, the correct answer for the given question is the answer MnO4 So what is the answer? Mn2 plus, MnO4 2 minus and MnO2. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 78. Which of these have no unit? Which one of these have no unit? Option A, electronegativity. Option B, electron affinity. Option C, ionization energy. Option D, excitation potential. Yes, you know the definition of all these points. Electronegativity is the tendency of an atom to attract the electrons to itself when combined in a compound as defined by Pauling. Electronegativity is a relative form. so it does not have any unit, and electron affinity, ionization energy are expressed in Kelvin, joule per mole and electron volt per atom respectively. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A, electronegativity. Electronegativity is the answer. Next, question number 79. Which of the following statement is not correct for sigma and pi bonds formed between two carbon atoms? Which of the following statement is not correct for sigma and pi bonds formed between two carbon atoms? Option A, sigma bond determines the direction between carbon atoms, but a pi bond has no primary effect in this regard. Option B, sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Option C, bond energies of sigma and pi bonds are of the order of 264 kilojoule per mole and 347 kilojoule per mole respectively. Option D, pre-rotation of atoms about a sigma bond is allowed but not in case of pi bond. Yes, carefully observe the options given here, and we know as sigma bond is stronger than pi bond, so it is must be having higher bond energy than pi bond. And students, here one very important thing you must remember. What is the about the sigma and pi bond? A sigma bond is stronger than a pi bond. This is because sigma bond is formed by axial overlap and pi bond is formed by lateral overlap. Thus, the extent of overlap is greater in sigma bond than pi bond. Hence, in the given options, which one is the right answer? Option C. Bond energies of sigma and pi bonds are of the order 264 kilojoule per mole and 347 kilojoule per mole respectively is the right answer, because bond energy of sigma bond is higher than that of pi bond, as sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Pre-rotation of atoms about a sigma bond is allowed but not in case of pi bond. Yes, we know these all points. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option C. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 80. The reactivity of metals with water is in the order of. The reactivity of metals with water is in the order of. Option A, Na is greater than Mg, is greater than Zn, is greater than iron, is greater than copper. Option A, sodium is greater than magnesium, greater than zinc, greater than iron, greater than copper. Option B, copper is greater than iron, greater than zinc, greater than magnesium, greater than sodium. Option C, magnesium is greater than zinc, greater than sodium, greater than iron, greater than copper. Option D, Zn is greater than Na, greater than Mg, greater than Fe, greater than Cu. The reactivity of metals with water is in the order of. Students, the reactivity may be attributed to size factor. Larger is the size, higher is tendency to lose an electron, means low ionization energy. Yes, zinc is the last element of 3D series and it has larger size than copper due to 3D and 3D10 4s2 electronic configuration. Hence, the reactivity of order is. It is like this. See here, Na is greater than Mg, is greater than Zn, is greater than iron, greater than copper. In the options where it is given, yes, option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Sodium is greater than magnesium, greater than zinc, greater than iron, greater than copper. Next, question number 81. The EMF of Daniel's cell at 298 Kelvin is E1, ZnSO4 0.01 m, CuSO4 1.0 m of Cu, when the concentration of zinc sulfate is 1.0 m and that of copper sulfate is 0.01 m. The EMF changed to E2. What is the relation between E1 and E2? Option A, E1 equal to E2. Option B, E2 equal to 0, but it is not equal to E2. Option C, E1 is greater than E2, and option D, E1 is less than E2. Yes, go to the solution part, step by step. Using this relation, E cell equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 divided by N log anode divided by cathode. Next, E naught cell equal to minus 0.0591 divided by N log of anode Zn2 plus and cathode Cu2 plus. Substituting the given values in two cases, E1 is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log of 0.01 divided by 1.0. E naught equal to minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log 10 to the power of minus 2. Therefore, E naught plus of 0.0591 divided by 2 into 2, or E naught equal to E naught of plus 0.0591 volt. E2 equal to E naught minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log of 1 divided by 0.01. E naught equal to minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log 10 to the power 2. E naught equal to, substitute the values, 2 into 0.0591 divided by 2, or E naught minus of 0.0591 volt. Thus, E1 is greater than E2 is the right answer. Which one is your answer? Option C, E1 is greater than E2 is the right answer. Next question, number 82. Through which of the following reactions number of carbon atoms can be increased in the chain? Through which of the following reactions number of carbon atoms can be increased in the chain? Option, in the chain, some reagents are given here. Grignard reaction, some reactions are given here. Grignard reaction, Kenizerow's reaction, Aldous condensation, Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction, means HVZ reaction. Choose the correct option. Options are given here. Option A, only 3 and 1. Option B, only 3 and 2. Option C, only 3 and 4. Option D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, this is one of the theoretical question. Students, remember, Grignard reagents and nitriles are useful for converting alkyl halides into corresponding carboxylic acids having one carbon atom more than that present in alkyl halides. If you know this concept, then the two reactions, one is Grignard reaction and another one aldol condensation, these are used to increase the number of carbon atoms in a chain. Therefore, the right answer is option A. Option A means only 3 and 1. The following reactions, number of carbon atoms can be increased in the chain. Next, question number 83. The correct order of atomic or ionic sizes is: option A, nitrogen is less than lithium, less than boron. Option B, F minus is less than O2 minus, less than N3 minus. Option C, Ca2 plus less than S2 minus, less than Cl minus. Option D, Na plus less than Mg2 plus, less than Cl minus. When you observe the given options, Among the isoelectric species, the anion having more negative charge would have the larger size. Among the isoelectric species, the anion having more negative charge would have the larger size. Please remember, this is very important. What is the point? Among the isoelectric species, the anion having more negative charge would have the larger size. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 84. The rapid change of pH near the stoichiometric point of an acid-base titration is the basis of indicator detection. pH of the solution is related to the ratio of the concentration of the conjugate acid. Conjugate acid is taken as HIN and base IN minus forms of the indicator by the expression. Carefully observe the options. Log of concentration terms with respect to pK values is given here. But one thing you remember, for an acid base indicator, it follows, see the points, conjugate acid is converted to H plus and a base, here H plus and base minus of conjugate acid, or H plus equal to KIN into HIN divided by IN minus, or log H plus equal to log K of IN plus log of HIN divided by N minus 2. Taking negative on both sides, minus log of H plus equal to minus log KIN means minus of log HIN IN minus. Or we can write pH equal to pK plus log of IN minus divided by HIN, or log IN minus HIN equal to pH minus pKIN. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. In the final product we get the answer like this. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Sorry, option D is the right answer. Next, question number 85. In the diazotization of aryl amines with sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid, an excess of hydrochloric acid is used primarily to. In the diazotization of aryl amines with sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid, an excess of hydrochloric acid is used primarily to, option A, suppress the concentration of free aniline available for coupling. Option B, suppress the hydrolysis of phenol. Option C, ensure a stoichiometric amount of nitrous acid. Option D, neutralize the base liberate. Students, excess of HCl is used to convert free aniline to aniline hydrochloride. Otherwise, free aniline would undergo coupling reaction with benzene diazonium chloride. If excess of HCl is not used, then arene diazonium salt will react with aniline to form azo compound. Remember, excess HCl forms hydrochloride salt of aniline, thus prevent the azo coupling. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. It suppresses the concentration of free aniline available for coupling. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 86. In lake test of Al3 plus ion, there is a formation of colored floating lake. It is due to. In lake test Al3 plus ion, there is a formation of colored floating lake. It is due to, option A, adsorption of litmus by water.
Option B, adsorption of litmus by aluminum hydroxide, adsorption of litmus by AlOH4 minus, AlOH of 4 minus. Option D, none of these. Yes, what is Lake test? Remember, Lake test is used for confirmative test of Al plus 3 means aluminum ion after precipitation of aluminum hydroxide with aqueous ammonia. In Lake test of Al plus 3, there is a formation of colored floating lake. It is due to the adsorption of litmus by AlOH3 means aluminum hydroxide. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is adsorption of litmus by AlOH3 means aluminum hydroxide. B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 87. An ideal gas expands in volume from 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter cube at 300 Kelvin against a constant pressure of 1 into 10 to the power of 5 micron per meter. The work done is option A 270 kilojoule, option B minus 900 kilojoule, option C minus 900 kilojoule, option D 900 kilojoule. Let's go to the solution part. Here we know formula W equal to minus P delta V. W equal to minus 10 to the power of 5, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 of minus 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Therefore, get the final result minus 900 joule. Yes, but here they given option B and C the same, but they given minus 900 kilojoule. But usually this is joule, it is not kilojoule. It is joule. Therefore, in the answer we get minus 900 joule. Yes, this is the answer, minus 900 joule. The correct answer for this question is minus 900 only joule. It is not a kilojoule, only joule. Next, question number 88. Which of the following facts explain as to why para-nitrophenol is more acidic than phenol? Which of the following fact explains as to why para-nitrophenol is more acidic than phenol? Some points are given here. Point 1, minus I means negative inductive effect of nitro group. Second point, greater resonance effect of para-nitrophenoxy group. And third point, steric effect of bulky nitro group. And now the options here. Option A 1 and 2, option B 1 and 3, option C 2 and 3, option D 2 alone. Students, a strong acid is the character of chemical species which readily liberated protons and forms a stable compound. Factors like atomic size, electronegativity, inductive effect, resonance play a major role in determining the acidic strength of compound. The more stable compound it forms after losing protons, the more is the acidic nature of it. It is due to the deactivating nature of nitro group and the resonance stabilization. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. Option A is the right answer. Next, question number 89. Which of the following reactions will not result in formation of anisole? Which of the following reactions will not result in the formation of anisole? Option A, phenol plus dimethyl sulfate in presence of a base. Option B, sodium phenoxide is treated with methyl iodide. Option C, reaction of diazomethane with phenol. Option D, reaction of methyl magnesium iodide with phenol. Yes, phenol has one acidic active hydrogen, so it reacts with methyl magnesium iodide to give CH4 and not anisole. This reaction is written as, see here, C6H5OH means phenol. It is treated with methyl magnesium iodide. We get the product methane with C6H5OMgI. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is the reaction of methyl magnesium iodide with the phenol. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Next question number 90. What will be the heat of formation of methane if the heat of combustion of carbon is minus X kilojoule or kJ? Heat of formation of water is minus Y kJ and heat of combustion of methane is Z kJ. Option A, minus X minus Y plus Z kilojoule or kJ. Option B, minus Z minus X plus 2Y kJ. Option C, minus X minus 2Y minus Z kJ. Option D, minus X minus 2Y plus Z kJ. Yes, from the given data, I write some equations here. What are those? See here. C plus O2 gives CO2, that is minus X kilojoule. H2 plus half O2 gives H2O, it is minus Y kilojoule. Then CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O plus Z kJ. The required equation is C plus 2H2 gives CH4 plus Q. To get the required equation, operate equation 1 plus 2 into 2 minus 3. We get C plus 2H2 gives CH4 minus X plus minus of 2I minus of minus Z. It is minus X minus 2I plus Z. Minus X minus 2I plus Z kilojoule. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Option D is the right answer. Okay, thank you students. All the best for your exam.